I would like to say a wholehearted congratulations to the fans of the Tampa Bay Rays. I genuinely mean this. I am so thrilled for you guys. You're getting rid of your shit owner, Stu Sternberg. Rare baseball news for us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, first things first. The home run
Yeah.
derby is going off. Last time I checked, O'Neill Cruz was playing, was hitting, I should say, and he went on a tear after his break
Yeah.
and is
Uh
now tied for.
21 21 is what he just hit, I think.
Yep, yep. So, anyways, we'll monitor that. We see the next round, we'll tell you guys here. But one thing to note, um, I'm gonna let you say it. I'm curious
Okay.
what energy, emotion you're bringing with this.
I would like to say a wholehearted congratulations to the fans of the Tampa Bay Rays. I genuinely mean this. I am so thrilled for you guys. You're getting rid of your shit owner, Stu Sternberg. Um, the Tampa Bay Rays sale is, it sounds like it's going through. You're going to get somebody else in there. It's being sold to a group led by Jacksonville developer Patrick Zalupski, is I think is how you say the name, for
That
about
is correct.
1.7
Yeah.
billion.
Hmm.
And it's been agreed to in principle and is expected to be completed as soon as September. A person briefed on the process who was not authorized to speak publicly told The Athletic earlier today. Zalupski is expected to keep the team in the Tampa Bay area with a strong preference to be in Tampa rather than St. Petersburg, the source said. So that sounds like Eber Harbor, maybe.
Could be.
Could be Eber Harbor. That's, maybe we're revisiting that option again, which from the reports that we're talking to the people, the citizens of the area, that sounded like a preferred area anyway. Was
Right.
area right around the harbor there. So congrats on getting rid of your shit owner. I'm genuinely happy for you. I really am. I wish that would happen for the A's. Obviously, um, it hasn't happened. I don't foresee that happening for the A's, but you never know. I can dream. A man can dream, but
One could hope.
this is about the Rays right now, and I truly am thrilled because no matter what happens, a bad owner is gone. Now, this new guy, we obviously don't know if he's going to be a good owner or a bad owner. We
Hmm.
don't know how it's going to work, what kind of stadium he's going to get built, how it's going to happen. He says he would prefer, the plan is to keep the team in Tampa. We don't know how everything is going to work out. Like these are all just words right now until actions actually happen. It's all just, wishes are horses, right? Whatever. Freaking, you know. I don't know. It doesn't, it's just all pretty little statements, nice sentiments. That being said, it's optimism.
It is.
It is a change of pace. It's a new life. It's new blood. It makes me think about the best case scenario is what happened to the Warriors when Joe Lacob came in. That is your absolute best case scenario.
Yeah. I mean,
You
look at.
get a
I
new
mean,
guy in here, a
Joe
new
Lacob literally made
energy.
the Valkyries a $500 million ball club, and the first year
Mhm.
of owning them, the most successful WNBA team ever.
Yeah, the
So.
most financially successful WNBA team right off the rip. Okay, it's not just
Mhm.
that. Like that's like we wax poetic about the financial success and the on court success that Joe Lacob has brought with not
Mhm.
just the what the Valkyries have done, but with the Warriors over the last dozen years. Okay, we've talked about that at length. And getting the championships and everything. That is your best case scenario with this new guy. Your worst case scenario is kind of what you've already been going through anyway. So your worst case scenario is a lateral move and you're losing the team anyway, right? Like be it to Orlando or he takes this team to Jacksonville or something else. Like that's your worst case scenario. Maybe they end up going to Nashville or whatever, like any of these other, markets that are looking to get baseball that are that may try to poach a team. Like that's your worst case scenario. Your best case scenario is he gets a stadium built in Tampa area, be it St. Pete or in Tampa proper, and they start winning championships. That like
That yeah, best case scenario.
that's your best case scenario. Your worst case scenario is you're right where you are currently. So no matter what happens, it doesn't get worse. Okay,
Yeah.
so so no matter what happens, like this is good. This can't be any worse, and I am genuinely happy for Rays fans because like the worst is over. The worst is over. As far as like what Stu Sternberg has done, like that part is sucks, and he's gonna be gone. Now it's time for the new guy. I mean, if he does end up being the guy that takes your team away, that part will suck, and we will be there for you. We will empathize with you as former A's fans. We will get it. We will understand your pain, and we will be here for you with that as well. And
Mhm.
we got your back on that. Believe that, okay? And that part will suck even more. Um, but um, but right now, if Stu Sternberg stayed, that team was definitely gone for sure.
Oh yeah. And
But now that he's gone, um, get the spoons ready because here comes the hopium. Like that's what that's what it is, man. So there you go. That's the baseball rant, I guess, for me. But now I guess it's time for you.
yeah.
Sam's actually in the chat. Hold on. No matter what
Oh,
happens, um, you have a team of your a Tampa Bay Rays fan. Sealer wanted the A's out of Oakland. Fisher did MLB dirty. Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
agree.
totally. Um,
All
yeah. So
right.
you brought this to our table.
I did. I did. I
What are
wanted
you
to
serving? What are
I'm
you
going to
serving us? What's the dinner?
I'm going to serve you a trivia game first here.
Okay.
There are 7 players to have hit 35 or more home runs before the All-Star break. Can you name at least 3?
Well, Barry.
Okay, that's one. Think of all your power hitters.
Uh-huh. So I'm gonna go Sammy Sosa.
Ooh, he was not on the
Oh.
list,
Okay,
which
so
is kind
Mark
of crazy.
McGuire then.
Mark McGuire is one of them.
Okay.
Give me
All
one
right.
more.
Aaron Judge.
He was very close last
He was
year, but he
close.
was at
So
34.
okay. I knew he was close. Let's see. Uh would did was
Think of one of the most
would Griffey? Was Griffey?
Griffey was
Griffey?
number 7.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
your number 1 is Barry Bonds,
Yeah.
okay? Uh, at the time, your second place was Chris Davis at
Chris Davis.
37,
Okay. Okay.
Mark McGuire at 37, Reggie Jackson at 37, Luis Gonzalez at 35,
Gonzo.
and
I forgot about Gonzo.
the kid here, Griffey at 35. Until Cal Riley showed up for the Seattle Mariners this
Cal
year.
Raleigh, big dumper.
Oh yeah, he hit 37, and then to finish it out, he did 38 with a grand slam. Tied Barry Bonds for most home runs before the All-Star break, which is crazy because there's so many stats that Barry Bond has that nobody's ever going to come close to touching. Much like, the all steals records. I don't think anyone's going to touch DiMaggio's record, at least in our time area. No one's gotten close outside of maybe I think 40 hits, and you're
Yeah,
still fit.
40 games with a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think we're going to see that either. So, what Cal's doing is absolutely impressive. He's on track to do 69, 70 home runs, right? And so I wanted to like deep dive into it. I was like, well, he plays for the Mariners. Shout out because I'm wearing the Mariners spring training shirt.
Okay.
Um,
I'm wearing teal. I didn't even plan that.
I know, I know. So
That was just lucky.
I wanted to do a deep dive, and I was like, well, Cal's hit 38 home runs to tie Barry Bonds. He's on pace to do 70. Who knows if he breaks the record? But he plays in Seattle, and Seattle's always been known to me as not really a hitter friendly park, right? Just
Right.
given everything about it. So I dove into it, right? Where he plays at might actually be underselling how powerful his season really is. So to start this whole thing here, the ideal launch angle of hitting a home run, just so I can teach everyone the basics here, is around 30 to 33 degrees. So you hitting the ball, it launching off the bat at 30 to 33 degrees is the most ideal angle to get a ball out of a ballpark. Okay. So T-Mobile Park, as I've known, was always been one of the toughest places for MLB to hit home runs, especially for left-handed hitters. Now, Cal is a switch hitter, but he predominantly is a left-handed hitter, and he's hit, I think, 24 of his home runs left-handed. Okay.
And that's actually because when you're a switch hitter, you 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 hit on the opposite side of where the pitcher is. So you face a lot more right-handed pitchers than you do left-handed pitchers. So he hits left-handed a lot more often than he hits right-handed. So there you go.
Correct.
That would be why.
Correct. So I was thinking, like, what to me makes me think of Seattle as like a really hard place to hit. Well, it's got cool moisture. It's
Mhm.
near sea level. Okay. And I was thinking of all of those factors go into being really hard to hit a ball, much like how the Coliseum used to be, where if it was kind of colder at night, sometimes balls weren't going out that would go out in the daytime, right? So then I was like, well, okay, well, what ballpark would be the easiest for a left-handed hitter to hit? Yankee Stadium, shortest porch, definitely can get a lot more left-handed home runs. Maybe why Aaron Judge was so successful on hitting some home runs to that short porch over there. Now, there is some great things like Stat News where they can overlay stadiums with each other, right?
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, well, let's look at Mariners Park and all the home runs that Cows hit and almost hit that became flyouts to the wall and overlay Yankee Stadium, right? He would have already been at 41 home runs if he had been playing in Yankee Stadium. Okay. So 38, he would have already broken Barry Bonds' record. Okay. And then I was like, well, stat means that's cool. That's like a 2% increase on home runs. But it doesn't explain moisture and air temperatures and sea level and all that wonderful stuff, right? So then I was like, well, is there a way to figure that out? There is. Okay. So Adam Jacobson via the grandsalamitime.com wrote an excerpt on this just recently. Okay. He put out a chart and he put out that said the cool, humid climate of Seattle. He put out the humidity and the marine air layer, the low elevation and prevailing winds, and did a whole entire chart and set Seattle as the baseline and every other ballpark. And how would it be if Cal were to play for any other team? Obviously, Colorado, uh, Phoenix is going to be your top two teams, right? As
Mhm.
far as getting a baseball out of there. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see, okay, well, Yankee Stadium. If the baseline is one, okay, because that's what we're going to go with Seattle. He basically had what I guess was right, a 2.7% chance of hitting more home runs in Yankee Stadium. Okay. So then I was like, okay, well, where are they at on the list here as far as 30 baseball teams? The Yankees are 23rd on the list as far as being able to hit a ball out at a 30-degree launch angle, 33 launch angle, right? Well, Barry Bonds came to mind. Where are the San Francisco Giants as far as a ballpark? If the Yankees are 23rd on this list out of 30 teams, I've already given you Colorado and I've given you Phoenix or Arizona. What are the other? Where do you think Seattle? I'm sorry. Where do you think San Francisco ranks on this list here?
Just barely above Seattle.
They are 11th overall.
Okay.
So at a 30-degree launch angle, if Cal had played for San Francisco, he would have a 5% more chance of hitting home runs. And with that splash zone over there, he'd be sitting at 44 home runs before the All Star break.
Hmm.
So, my question is yes, Barry Bonds is amazing. Yes, Barry Bonds it's one of the best hitters of all time. And you get no arguments from me on that one. But if Cal were to even get close to 70 and say 70, could you argue that his home run single season might be better than Barry Bonds's single season home run records, given that where he plays and he could have hit more home runs if he didn't play in Seattle?
Here's the argument that I will make. Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs when they were not pitching to him at all. Barry Bonds, in those 73 home runs, he maybe got 150 pitches total that season that he could have hit. Like,
There we go. I wanted
like
to see where we
that
were gonna
that
go.
and he put half of those pitches out of the yard. That's the one difference I think. Um,
Yes.
yeah,
Well, Cal's
I
getting the
obviously
treatment now.
I'm
Cal's
not
getting the
watching
treatment.
I'm not watching baseball, so I don't know what the what Cal's treat what kind of pitches
So
Cal's
Cal
seeing.
had the chance,
Obviously,
not to say that he was going to hit it, but on Sunday, the last game before the All-Star break, Detroit didn't want to pitch to him. So
okay,
they walked him. They did not
okay,
want him to break Barry Bonds' record on their watch. So he's getting Barry treatment now.
good.
Yeah. But
He got berry treatment once.
that we know of. I'm sure he's getting more now. And we'll
Yeah, a
see.
little bit more now, sure. Yeah, but berry treatment lasted for about a decade. Okay, um, Barry's treatment was like Barry got that rate the stats that I like we read pre-show like there was things like if you took out the 7 MVP seasons, he still hits 440 home runs, the and still has like 360-ish stolen bases. He's like you take out every single home run and turn it into an out, and he still has a 382 on base percentage or something like that. Barry Bonds, if you in 2004, one of those MVP seasons, he got on base 376 times, and he only had 373 at bats because walks don't count as at bats. So just the absolute the amount of respect, I guess, the amount of avoidance that teams showed Barry. Like if
Mhm.
they didn't avoid Barry to that degree, I think obviously Barry might have hit like 450 or 500 like during that
Oh,
stretch if he would have got the pitch selection that Cal Raleigh gets. I would imagine I think Barry hits for like 450 or something like that, in during those seasons. That would be my hypothesis without ever even knowing what Cal Raleigh's getting right now. That would just be that would be my first argument. Like that would be my first hypothesis, and then I would go back and test that and see like
sure.
what kind of pitches Cal's getting and just deep diving that. And that's where I would
Oh,
start.
his
And
37th home run, I watched it before, well, I watched it a couple days ago, but anyways, it was so far outside the plate, and he hit it, he pulled it. It was the craziest thing ever, so, I can't even it was probably about maybe a good 4, maybe 3 to 4 inches off the plate, and he still pulled it to left field over there, so, um, that was impressive to see, to be honest with you, but
Papa G in the chat says I once saw Barry break a bat and it still went out. Yeah, Barry was something else. Like even before the steroids, like he was a Hall of Famer before the steroids, and that goes like to taking away the MVP seasons argument. You take out those MVP seasons, he was a Hall of Famer before 2001.
Yeah.
And there's not a yeah, he should be in the Hall of Fame already, and I've ranted about that for decades now at this point.
Oh, also one thing to note too, that tiered list of players hitting 35 home runs before the All-Star break. He's the only catcher to do it too, which is fun. Mike Piazza is
Yeah,
not on that list, so
no.
Mike Piazza is not even on the top 15 of that list. So,
Oh, the check swing home run, Sam says in the chat as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? Funny, I thought about it because of the broken bat situation here. It made me think about I want to say it was the Giants' first, World Series run there of the dynasty. I remember Hunter. Maybe it was the second one. Hunter
Hunter
Pence.
wasn't on the team in 2010. He was on the
So it
team
was
in
the
20.
second one. Yeah. So I remember Hunter Pence. I think it was against Kansas City. Broke the bat and double hit the ball, and it made a wicked spin, and that's how he got on base to be the tying run for them. Like literally, the bat
Well, Kansas
broke.
City was 2014. So
Okay, so
the Tigers was 2012.
yeah, so
Texas was 2010.
the bat broke as he was
Right, but yeah,
swinging,
yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah,
he hit the ball and then hit it again.
yeah, because of the way the bat broke, and the way the ball hit off of the bat, it made contact twice. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Well, I was fun, man. I enjoyed doing the stats of all this stuff, and you know, I hope we could do more of fun little baseball stats every once in a while, or basketball stats every once in a while. Like the whole Angel Reese stats is wonderful to hear and see. So, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I just because it's a little bit of a slower day. Um, in terms of like sport, a slower week because of not as much is happening in the world of sports. Like there's some WNBA stuff happening, but like there's just a handful of games to talk about. We have more time to talk about a little bit more of a deep dive like you did on the stats. Most walks in a season, for example. Barry Bonds in 2004 had 232. Barry Bonds in 2002 had 198, and Barry Bonds in 2001 had 197. Um, yeah.
that's crazy.
One of 17 players with 1,000 plus walks in the 21st century, and he hasn't played since 2007. So so like this century he has 1,000 walks, and he only played in the first 7 years of the century. So just fun facts.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some crazy stats though. Like there's one stat that I saw, um, and I obviously it was a different time era. It was like late 1800s, but there's an MLB record, and you'll have to find out who it is. But the pitcher had 80 wins in a season, and I want to know more about how he got 80 wins in a season as a pitcher. So more on that one. If it's another slow week, I'll figure that one out here for you. All that being said, Cal is due next in the home run derby, so I think it might be time for us to hop on out of here and see what Cal can do with this home run derby situation here for us.